Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to the Madina Arabic short tutorial series. Today we will start lesson 22 from book 1 bi'idhnillah. So this will be part 1 of lesson 22. In this and the next lesson, we will dive into the concept of diptotes, which we call الممنوع من الصرف in Arabic. Diptotes are the special category of ism in Arabic. If you don't remember what it is, I strongly suggest you to go back to our video for lesson 9 and part 2, where we introduced the concept of الممنوع من الصرف for the first time. We know that the majority of ism type words in Arabic end with TANWEEN. For example, let's take the words باب, a door, سيارة, a car, استاذ, a teacher, and ولد, a boy. As we can see, all of these words are indefinite, نكرة, and so they end with TANWEEN. The TANWEEN, also known as noun ending, is omitted in the following situations. 1. When the ism starts with the article al, indicating its definiteness. For example, السيارة والباب, the car and the door. We talked about this rule in lesson 3 and part 1. 2. When the noun is MUDOF. For instance, باب السيارة, the door of the car. As we can see here, the word babu does not end with tanween because it is MUDOF to السيارة. We talked about this rule when we covered إضافة combinations in lesson 5 and part 1. 3. When the noun comes after حرف النداء يا. For example, we say يا أستاذ, or teacher, يا ولد, oh boy. In these examples, the nouns are coming after حرف يا, so they do not get tanween and instead end with dhamma only. We talked about حرف النداء in lesson 5, parts 2 and 5. Besides these three situations, there are certain ism type words that do not accept tanween even in their indefinite nakira form, and they are الممنوع من الصرف, the diptotes. These are the focus of our discussion today. In this lesson, Dr. Abdul Rahim, Rahimahullah, provided us with an essential list of categories and patterns of ism that belong to الممنوع من الصرف. Let's open page 118 of the book to go over that list today. At the top of the page, the title says الممنوع من الصرف, which, as we already know, translates to English as the diptote. Literally though, the word الممنوع means prohibited, and الصرف means declension. So the phrase الممنوع من الصرف literally means nouns that are prohibited from declension. We will find out in the next lesson why it is prohibited from declension, insha'Allah. The first line below the title says الأنواع الآتية من الأسماء ممنوعة من الصرف. Here, الأنواع means types or kinds. الآتية means the following. We should be familiar with the word الأسماء, which is the plural of the word ism. So the whole sentence is telling us that the following kinds of al-asma' are al-mamnu'a min al-sarf, diptotes. Notice here the khabar mamnu'atun is coming as mu'annath because al-mubtada al-anwa'u is jam'u ghayr al-aqil, irrational plural noun. We have 6 categories of ism given in the list that belong to al-mamnu' min al-sarf. Let's see what they are. The examples given for the first type are Zainabu, Maryamu, Fatimatu, Aishatu, Makkatu, and Juddatu. These are feminine proper nouns. In other words, they are the names of the people and places in mu'annath jins. As we can see, they are not ending with tanween because feminine proper nouns are diptotes. Al-mamnu' min al-sarf. The examples for the second category of ism that belong to diptotes are حمزة, أسامة, معاوية, and طلحة. These are masculine proper nouns ending with ta marbuta. So the masculine names ending with ta marbuta are الممنوع من الصرف, and they don't accept TANWEEN. The third category has two subgroups with similar patterns. Part alif, proper nouns that end with an, alif and nun, such as عثمان, عفان, سفيان, مروان, نعمان, and رمضان. Part ba, adjectives that are on فعلان pattern, as in كسلان, جوعان, عطشان, شبعان, ملآن, and غضبان. You may have noticed here that both of the words شبعان and ملآن mean full. The difference is that the ism شبعان means full in a sense that one's stomach is full. He has eaten enough. While the word ملآن means full in a general sense, as in the cup is full. الكوب ملآن. So these two subgroups, both ending with an, belong to diptotes, and they do not accept TANWEEN. They end with the vowel sign ضمة in مرفوع case. The group number 4 also has two subgroups with similar patterns. Part alif, masculine proper nouns that follow the pattern أفعل, for example أحمد, أنور, أكبر, أسعد. Part ba, the adjectives following the same pattern أفعل, such as أبيض, أسود, أحمر, أصفر, أحضر, أزرق. Therefore, if we see a masculine name or an adjective on a pattern أفعل, we should recognize it to be a diptote. In the next group, we can see the proper nouns such as William, Edward, London, Paris, Pakistan, Baghdad, Ibrahim, Ismail, Ishaq, Yaqub, Yunus, and Yusuf. These are all non-Arabic proper nouns, names of the people and places that originated in other languages than Arabic. You might be surprised to see the names of the prophets that come in the Quran, which belong to this category. It turns out that those names are not originally Arabic. Many of them are originally Hebrew names imported to Arabic. So they are treated as الممنوع من الصرف, and they do not end with TANWEEN. And the last group, group number 6, is a group of broken plurals. It has 4 specific patterns, all of which belong to الممنوع من الصرف. Part alif has the example nouns such as أغنياء, أصدقاء, أقوياء, أطباء. Can you tell which pattern these words are following? They are following أفعلاء pattern, right? So the ism on أفعلاء pattern are diptotes. Part ba. Part ba has example words such as فقراء, وزراء, زملاء, and علماء. Can you tell their pattern? They are on فعلاء, right? Part jim has مساجد, مدارس, فنادق, مكاتب, and دقائق. What is their pattern? They are following مفاعل pattern. Very good. And the final subgroup, dal, has the nouns such as مناديل, مفاتيح, فناجين, and كراسي. If you notice, there is a small variation between this pattern and the last pattern that we just saw. Can you figure that difference? The words like مناديل ومفاتيح follow the pattern مفاعيل, which has an elongated kasra after ayn by addition of the letter ya. The previous pattern was مفاعل with short kasra below ayn. So all four of these patterns of broken plurals, أفعلاء, فعلاء, مفاعل, and مفاعيل, belong to الممنوع من الصرف. These are the major groups of ism type words that fall under الممنوع من الصرف. You don't have to memorize them all by heart, but try to get familiarized with them as much as you can. And bookmark this important page of the book so you can come back to this list at any time in the future to look up if you are not sure if an ism is a diptote. We will now practice what we've just learned by going over the list of words in the next exercise. We need to determine if the word is a diptote or a regular ism, which we can refer to as a TRIPTOTE. And based on that finding, we will write the proper ending of these words. The first word is Muhammad, which is not a diptote. It is a regular TRIPTOTE ism, because it doesn't belong to any of these groups we just learned about. So this proper noun should end with TANWEEN, and it should read Muhammadun. The next one is Khalid, which is also a regular noun, a TRIPTOTE. So we will add TANWEEN to the end to make it Khalidun. The third word is Maryam. It is a proper feminine noun belonging to group number 1. Therefore, it is a diptote. We will end it with a single dhamma. It should read Maryamu, not Maryamun. For the remaining of the words in the list, I will give you a few seconds to try to figure out on your own if the ism is a diptote or a triptote. Then I will let you know the correct answer. If you need more time to answer, you can pause the video. Let's start. Fatimatu. It is a diptote belonging to group number 1. Abbasun. It is a regular triptote proper noun. Hamzatu. It is a diptote because it is mudhakkar name ending with ta marbuta. It belongs to group number 2 in the list. Masajidu. Masjids. It is a diptote following the pattern mafa'ilu, group number 6. Kutubun. Books. Regular noun ending with tanween. Aqlamun. Pens. It is a regular triptote noun. Manadilu. A diptote on a pattern mafa'ilu. Buyutun. Houses. A regular noun with tanween. Zumala'u. This is a diptote following fu'ala'u pattern, like fuqara'u. Landanu. Landanu is a diptote for being a proper noun of non-Arabic origin. Sufyanu. it is a masculine proper noun ending with alif and noon. حامد, it is a regular TRIPTOTE noun with TANWEEN ending. أحمد, أحمد is a diptote, as it is a proper noun on أفعل pattern. إبراهيم, it is a diptote ism because it is a non-Arabic proper noun. مكة, it is a diptote because it is feminine proper noun. زينب, it is also a diptote because it is a feminine proper noun. أصدقاء, it is a diptote following the pattern أفعلاء, as in أغنياء. مدرسات, it is a regular TRIPTOTE ism. محمود, it is a regular TRIPTOTE ism. بغداد, بغداد is a diptote because it is أجنبي or non-Arabic ism. جميل is a normal TRIPTOTE ism ending with TANWEEN. كبير, it is also a normal TRIPTOTE. أكبر, أكبر is a diptote because it is a masculine proper noun on a pattern أفعل. مجتهد, it is a TRIPTOTE. طويل, طويل is also TRIPTOTE. كسلان, كسلان is a diptote because it is an adjective following the pattern فعلان. طلاب is a TRIPTOTE. فقراء, it is a diptote because it is a broken plural on فعلاء pattern. علي, it is a regular TRIPTOTE ism. باكستان, it is a diptote because of it being a foreign non-Arabic أجنبي ism. عمار, it is a TRIPTOTE. سيارات, it's also a TRIPTOTE. أحمر, it is a diptote as it is an adjective on أفعل pattern. إسماعيل, it is a diptote ism because it is a non-Arabic أجنبي proper noun. باريس is a diptote because it is a foreign non-Arabic ism. باب, a TRIPTOTE. قلم, also a TRIPTOTE. مدارس, schools. It is a diptote following the pattern مفاعل, group number 6. جدة, it is a diptote because it is a feminine proper noun. مفاتيح, a diptote on a pattern مفاعيل. مدرسة. It is a triptote. ملآن. ملآن is a diptote because it is an adjective following the pattern فعلان. مكاتب, desks. It is a diptote following the pattern مفاعل. Group number 6. قريب, a triptote. أسامة. It is a diptote because it is a مذكر name ending with تا مربوطة. It belongs to group number 2 in the list. I think we learned enough for the day. Let's finish the video here and come back to go over the main text next time, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.